Alright, so let's do work. Let's check out this guy. So we're gonna change this, and we're gonna change that, and we're gonna and we're gonna change this, and we're gonna change that to this, and then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go kapow, and that's gonna go wow, and it's gonna go whoa. Oh, I can't wait to rewatch this live. Holy cow, I am really gonna give myself a good laugh on this one. You know, I know people don't come into these for a few minutes, but wow, that was a heck of an intro. Oh man, Tracks Made RCs. We are working today, folks. We got stuff to do. Oh, I love this part. This is the funnest part about doing all of this. So I hope y'all join me. I hope that, you know, as this gets attention, people stop by, and we get a chance to talk about all this. Need scissors, and I need to get the other links, and I need to get the tool set. There's the cord. And just dump all that right there. Wow. Oh. Wow. Nobody's on 7:35 on Thursday. Oh. Oh yeah, almost forgot about the sizzles. Alexa, stop. Alrighty. Hello, hello. How are you? Sorry, gotta get some scissors. So, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So, as let me go ahead and just get to thank you. I want live viewers because I want live viewers to give me some ideas. All right, so let me pull this thing out. Live viewers have given me great, you know, like when I built stuff like this, people have joined and they've given me like some of the coolest things. And so that's where I'm going today. Thank y'all for taking time to come by. Appreciate that. All right, so check it out. What I picked up today is this Bronco body. Let me get all the way out there. So this Bronco body is, woo, I'll have to put it together. Wonderful. Anyway, so actually that looks kind of cool without the top on it. So this is the Bronco body that will fit onto this guy right here. This is the TRX4M Defender. And I'm not excited about this guy very much. I don't know why. I actually took stuff off. Look, like he does not look how he came at all. And actually I wanted to take that stuff off. So I came up with a better idea. Instead of continuing to remove and take away from the scale details, I was like, well, I can take the body and get rid of that. I've already done the lights on, right? And then I can just stick, voila, the white Bronco body on it. Man, guys, I'm really happy I did this because in a way I kind of like the topless look, you know. But anyway, all right. So let me get to where the idea I came up with for Skittles. Okay, so the The blue links that I picked up, these are the high clearance links by Trill. And they're super good. These are super cool if you're going to do crawler stuff like these links. But on the high trail here, right, they shortened my wheelbase. Actually, I'm going to make a video called Mistakes I've Made. So they shortened my wheelbase. And here in a minute, I'm going to swap his diff covers over to these so that he continues to go with a full brass look. So that he has 3 different parts I'm going to include on him today to finish him off. And that's his servo, that's those, and that is those axle covers right there. So that will go brass, that will go brass, that will go brass, and I ordered the black aluminum bumpers. So that'll be the last part on this guy. He will completely be done away with all chrome, right? That was the goal. Except for the mirrors. What do y'all think? See, this is where I want to put some ideas out there. Should we get rid of the chrome on the mirrors, right? I'm going to leave the windshield wipers, but I'm almost a little concerned then it starts to look a little cheap, right? Like, that's why I haven't messed with the grill, for instance. You know, and I don't want it to look cheap. I want it to look very cool. So that's why I was like, well, if I take these extra parts that I've kind of had, you know, I had a servo horn that I was going to include on the blue metal links on this guy. And he looks so neat topless. I wish if I could find a way to make a cover. Actually, they make an interior body, right? Because if I leave it open like that, you can see all the electronics. But if you're looking at it from the side, that thing's kind of neat. So what I'm thinking is if I take my blue links, if I take my incorrectly bought purple, right, diff covers, and take his diff covers, which are black, and take those to purple. His links would be blue, and then what was the last thing I was thinking? There's one other thing on here. So so the Bronco offers a different bumper. So I was kind of thinking maybe if I went with a different bumper there and there. So right, that's where he would get the term Skittles. He would be a mixture of a few different colors, not necessarily any particular one color, or scrap that entirely and go with just I'm ordering blue bead locks. That's the last thing on this one. So he'll have blue bead locks. I already ordered them because I want it to match the blue links, which is this. But if I do like purple shocks in a purple diff cover, right? Take his shocks in there and go purple on those. I think that would look okay. So, what do y'all think? Or, nope. All right, so throwing all that out there. Happy y'all are here. Thank you for watching. Those who have continued to stay, very appreciative. Very, very appreciative of everybody. So, what to do first? I think I'm going to... So I have the brushless motor here. I was going to do it on my last live. Did not get a chance to. It took like an hour and some change to get the bead locks built. So I have the brushless motor I'm going to put in this guy. And like I said, we'll do the brushless. See how heavy he is with those wheels. So I ordered tire foams. That was the last thing. I ordered tire foam so that my tires wouldn't quite flat spot so often. Anyway, but this thing, man, this thing is heavy. Like if you hold the two side by side, because there's my next comparison video, is I'm going to take a high trail and I'm going to take a non-high trail TRX 4M, and I can already tell you, like I drive these things. At my house, we love to drive these things at night. Like once the baby goes to bed, right? We have all these different ones that we like to drive around here. So there's Lego blocks, you know, with having kids in the house, there's a lot of different ways to see these things in action. And totally 100% have done them. So last night, right, with the upgrades that I had done to this, which is just these wheels for right now, the response is incredible. Incredible. So I'm really looking forward to putting the brushless system in it And I'm wanting to do the Bronco because then I have a black truck. I have the Bronco. Like I said, I wasn't super excited about the Defender. I started taking stuff off. I didn't like all the extra on here. So instead of continuing to take stuff off, went with a white Bronco body. And actually got a little bit on a sale. So super, super excited about how this all ended up going. Anyway, so without further ado, oh yeah. So thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Right? So my neighbor has one of these. Yes. Actually, we have an X-Max. I have quite a few. We have 19 total. The only ones that aren't mine are the Mini Max and the Bronco. So I bought a Bronco. I bought them for those people, but then they're in my house, but they're not mine. I don't lay claim to them. I built them. I made them look great, but I gave them, right? I gave them to people. And truthfully, as this thing continues to grow, this channel continues to grow, that would be what I want to share with others, is to take something that is a really super cool build, right? Something like, I don't know how the Bronco will turn out, but let's just say it turned out cooler than this. And then just say, hey, for the appreciation that I can offer to all the people that have subscribed, that have dealt with me, like have watched me grow from being very amateurish to now understanding and grasping, right? And wanting to give y'all better content. And saying, hey, thank you. Here you go. You don't have to pay nothing. You don't have to do nothing. You only have to be a subscriber. I had thought about it. There was one thing in particular I wanted to throw out there. But anyway, and that might be the only one thing. But until then, right, I'm going to design and I'm going to build these. Like, here's what this came with. I almost went back to these same tires. But instead, I went with the... so this is part of the TRX High Trail, right? And so it comes silver, like all this was silver. In fact, it didn't even come with a roll bar on it. And so I ordered the lights, right? I have another order I just placed today. Like, this is part of it. And then, for instance, I just ordered all this stuff to come in. Oh, there it is. So let's just pull it up. So y'all are gonna get a sneak peek, right? This is the other thing I like to let my viewers, like the people that decide to come by and freaking let me bore them for however long. So here we go. Whoops, finger touched it. So I had to order a single LED light for the Bronco. There's the blue wheels. There's the black bumper. There's the two axles. That's what it is. That's the other thing I'm gonna do. So on the Defender, where'd it go? Right there. So on the Defender, where I'm gonna put the Bronco body, I'm gonna change these to the aluminum, right? The silver with the brass on the side for just the front, because that's the thing. These things don't crawl. Thank you. That's exactly what I want people to say. Hey, that looks like it might turn out pretty cool. I'll create something neat out of it. I'll try not to be real bad about it. But yeah, this is the stuff I ordered, and so if I take, that's why I want to call it Skittles. That's why I went silver. So for instance, right? Let me get my blazer, because I like to show people. Because that's the easiest way to get it into an idea is to, right, show you. This guy is my first crawler. I almost didn't get a crawler at all, because the first thing I bought was, anyway. So these are the Trill axles in the black aluminum. Okay, so I have experience to how they look, and so I wanted to go white body, right? White body, silver axles. if we do the purple, right? White, silver, if we do the purple, and then that blue, you're gonna barely catch the peak of it with those rims, right? So there's my idea, kind of like, all right, let's see what y'all think. So that's why I wanted to come on here and put it out there for y'all. And so yeah, okay, thank you. Sometimes validation is needed to go forward, right? I'm doing it. Yeah. So I rushed the delivery for Saturday. It should be here Saturday, and I hope so, because Sundays are my days to post. When I we're gonna find out. So Sundays are my days to kind of get a video that's posted. I've tried to put shorts out there. I don't want to ever bother like people at all. But I do try to, like, give little, like, instead of just saying, hey, here's the live, here's me working on it, right? We all see those videos, and they're very helpful. They're very great if you're trying to do stuff like this. But then there's the other side of this, and that's seeing it in action. Like, I took this guy to the crawler store today, and man, it just with these wheels, and they're heavy, right? When I was buying them, there was like 6 packages of these Trill wheels. So I'm kind of sitting there like, man, I didn't get the heaviest set. But even with just heavier wheels, you crawl, we crawl over the baby's little push lawnmower. Anyway, no longer does it doesn't feel like it doesn't go well. It absolutely does. So we'll do that to the Bronco. We'll get aluminum on that. So, man, yeah. I haven't been able to been so busy. I do heating and air conditioning. I do air conditioning right now, straight up. Nobody's doing heat. And so I've been super busy. I work like 6 days, 12 hours a day, most of the time. And this has been so a combination. Okay. That order I showed you, that I ordered online from A Main Hobbies. There's 3 different hobby stores in my area. They're not real close, but one, it's ran by an older guy, and anyway, he supposedly has some affiliation with the Hells Angels, and so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, it's behind a locked gate, and you go into the shop, and it's like just real kind of creepy. I don't know. It's a good selection, and he usually has stuff because people don't go in there, I suppose. And then I have like a major name brand hobby store, and then there's a little hobby store a little further up that the guy is like a half go-kart and a half hobby shop, and so I like him. His name, he has been such a cool guy, and so depending on what I'm doing, I'll go to him because he'll give me a discount. But I feel bad, like he'll always give me the discount, and I just want to give him money to continue to grow his business. But he cares so much about the golf cart side, and he makes so much money on the golf cart side that he doesn't need my, I don't want to live by that. I don't want to ever feel like the world should do something like that for me. And so it's not where I'm trying to go in life at all. I want people to. Anyway, so I've done work for him. The point being, he's a very cool guy. It's wonderful. So let's see, what do we want to do first? The motor and the ECM are going to take a while. I'm not going to touch that yet. Let's see. So we'll keep this slide going for 30 minutes, right? So at the 30-minute mark, we're at 19 and a half minutes at this moment. At the 30-minute mark, I'm going to shut down what I'm working on. We'll go ahead and see if anybody has any other questions. Y'all want to see another one? You want to see the other Bronco, the big Bronco, real quick before I get into this? I can show you that. It's a Raptor. His hood and his fenders haven't arrived yet. They were coming from overseas and they're not here yet. I don't like that. So this is the Bronco, right? He has been converted. He's a Raptor style. I ordered the hood insert here. I actually have another set of hood inserts I was going to try, but I want to do the real one. And then the fenders. So, but outside of that, everything else is done on this guy. He has all the scale details. He has an actual rear light, like working latches. I went ahead and did the trim right here on the side. Every single light on this thing works. I know that's exactly what I want the hood insert at least. I didn't go like full on out with everything they were showing for it, but this is Elena's. This is hers, and this is what her son drives it more than her. But this is why I got it. And one of my viewers on here. So, kind of yes, kind of no. I have one being held for me at one of those hobby shops I mentioned. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on it yet. I hear that you can't get them anymore. But yeah, one of my viewers, I was having a hard time trying to figure out where to put these. And I was doing a live, and he was like, I was going to put them here. I was going to put them on the side. And he was like, nah. He was like, see if you can fit them right up there in the front. And they worked out great, right? So it taught me from that point on that y'all have a lot of great things to contribute. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Did they? So, am I copying somebody on this? Because this, the Raptor R, right, on the Bronco. I wanted to do black. I thought about doing black, but they didn't have black available, and there actually wasn't very many of that cyber orange left. The biggest thing I've had, the biggest challenge I've had is finding that color of paint. They offer it online. I ordered it from one place online. I don't like to order from those real random websites, and honestly, I don't like eBay, and I don't order off of Amazon. Straight up, I don't order off of Amazon. Never have, never will. I'm not an Amazon believer. It's convenient. I hear y'all. It's convenient, but I ordered one thing from Amazon. I did. I ordered a pair of work boots. I ordered the same pair of work boots that I had for the previous 6 years that I bought from a workwear store. And they lasted 6 years. That pair of work boots from Amazon lasted 7 months. And they came apart and they on a weird spot. So that was my one shot at Amazon 3 years ago. Never have went back. Never will go back. It's kind of why I like Traxxas. Traxxas is good. Arm is good. Bingo. So it like for instance, I mentioned A Main Hobbies, RC 4-wheel drive. These are two. Exact. If you need work boots, don't get them off of Amazon. I went back to that same workwear store. No, I take that back. I went to Boot Barn, right, and bought my work boots from Boot Barn. And that's how long ago now? 14 months ago. So going good. Well, actually, no, I said 3 years ago, so, hey, dang, almost 20 months ago. All right, what was I thinking of? Because, man, y'all had me all thinking about Amazon anyway. 30-minute mark's coming up. Yep. Right? Boot Barn, I'm from Texas. I don't live in Texas. You asked where I was at, and I didn't share it because I don't like where I live. Right? So but the area I live in is really rough, and it's not a good part as far as like the city. Anyway, the city. I live in the best part of that city, but I'm from Texas. I don't want to tell you what state because it's such a, it's her family's here. No, I can deal with Louisiana. I went west. I am in the bread bowl of America right now. So I lived in Iowa. I like Minnesota. It gets cold. I did. I lived in Iowa for a year, and so Minnesota, it was kind of cool. The scenery up there when the springtime, like you can't beat Yellow Springs. Now the summertime, and it was humid enough. It was a little out there, but I think Minnesota's great. I think that part of the country. I have a buddy who's in the oil field now, and he goes to South Dakota. No, I'm sorry, North Dakota all the time. You're in Louisiana? See, I love the South. I am a Southern boy from heart. And jambalaya, man, growing up in Texas and living in Houston, you pull over a lot of that Louisiana Cajun food, and man, love it. And shrimp. Man, y'all know how to cook a shrimp boil better than anybody. It is wonderful. Oh, all right, I gotta get off of this. I'm supposed to be working on RCs here, If anybody must have been watching, been like, all right, Jack, you said you were working on this stuff, you ain't touched it. So let me touch something, right? We have tools out. Let's touch something here. We gotta get tools out. So Louisiana, like I said, I do. I lived in Florida for a little bit. I never lived in Louisiana, but my work took me to Louisiana a couple of times. Previous to what I was doing now, I actually have a college degree, and I utilized that. And then I went into the trades. I do HVAC, right? And guys, straight up, if somebody would have said, Jack, don't go to college and get yourself 30 grand in student debt, just go straight to a trade, not even trade school. I don't even recommend trade schools. I think a lot of people get taken advantage of in those. But go into a trade. Like I I'd already had a degree, went to a community college, got my certification. Bam, I make more money now than I did at the peak of my college degree utilization. So anyway, right, back to working on RCs. So, guys, I'm so happy that y'all have been super talkative. Sometimes I've been on here and people don't say much, and that's okay too. I think it's weird. Lives are kind of weird. You're either kind of watching something happen that you're not real sure. You're watching somebody as they're doing something that's kind of strange too. I get a lot of Uber drivers that come up. See, and I bet you make. I'd throw a number out there, but easily 80 right now a year, easily. You don't even have to say it. You just say, yeah, probably. Probably more. But exactly. The peak of my bachelor degree, which is in business management, and I worked for the world's largest retailer, but I peaked out at 77K, and my last 2 years, I'm pushing about 100 almost. That's about 80 and right. Thank you. It doesn't. It just feels weird sometimes. You just graduated? Okay. No. Hey, check it out. It might be a little less starting out. This is what I learned about blue collar. It's a little less starting out, man. You got a couple of years, but here's why. You don't always get it. Doors open. So you don't always get I made mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. Darn. I gotta get the door. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Here. I thought you were mama. I was like, what?
He didn't walk. He's so beautiful. Just with the arms because he was climbing here.
Oh, okay.
And tomorrow I start working at 6. That's why I bring him early. Early.
Bye, Papa.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
All right. My apologies, everyone. You want to say hi? Say, I was with Grandma, and I didn't know Grandma was coming till 8. I thought she was coming at 8:30. Well, there's our 30-minute mark, and what an end to it. Jack, you didn't work on a darn thing. Nothing. And sorry, but I did. I had a great time with y'all today. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for the right. Yep. Same to you. It's the 30-minute mark, y'all. Thank you for being here. Yep. Oh, dude, that guy, that Costco job, I promise he's making 2 to half a mil. Every day I pray for God to give me the strength to carry out His will. So that's where I am today. And I'm so happy for all y'all. It's 30-minute mark. I'm gonna shut it down. It looks like I got another project to work on right now. He loves these things. His truck, I didn't show y'all his truck. I'm gonna show you his truck real quick, and then we'll end it. Yeah, you wanna show him your truck? Come on. Yeah, that it right there. So, this is his truck. He has axles, shocks, and wheels, and that's it. That's all we did on him. But this guy's, the baby, this guy, he loves it. Say, that's my truck, Dad. All right, everybody have a good night. Oh, there you go. Hold on, you gotta hold it. Gotta hold it here. And I'm gonna end it.